Now on the UAE plane which has been grounded in Kolkata. Now the UAE government is in constant contact with the Indian officials over its Air Force plane that was detained in Kolkata for carrying arms on board. UAE Foreign Ministry's Director General Juma Al-Junaidi has confirmed this in a statement in which he has stressed the deep-rooted relationship between the UAE and India, and they've also reiterated UAE's respect towards the sovereignty of India. This China-bound cargo plane of the UAE Air Force was detained, and its 10 crew members, including the pilot, were questioned when customs officials found arms and ammunition on board the aircraft after it made a scheduled transit landing at the Kolkata airport. Alright, our correspondent Shuparna joins us live from Kolkata. Shuparna, clearly this has turned out to be quite a diplomatic incident. What's the explanation that's coming in from the UAE government?
Well, it's now turned out to be a diplomatic exercise whereby the UAE government is trying its best to ensure that the crew members are freed and the plane is allowed to go. But there's more to it than meets the eye, because what we learn is that even though the IB, after questioning these crew members, had said that the identity of these members had been determined as UAE defense personnel, yet the very fact that how a verbal declaration from the UAE government to the Delhi Air Command could actually be taken as complete proof that the plane was indeed not carrying such a huge cache of arms is going to be investigated. Now we also learned that it's now the Customs Department here in Kolkata is waiting for word from the Delhi External Affairs Ministry, the Finance Ministry as well as the Defense Ministry, so that they can actually understand the modalities through which the investigation, not the investigation but the questioning of the crew members as well as the inspection of the plane has landed them with. What we learn is that the plane is going to remain grounded here for the next 48 hours. Before that, the crew members are putting up at another hotel. They were not allowed to go back to the Hyatt Regency where they had put up on Sunday evening, because the hotel did not want to again attract any sort of negative publicity for putting them up. So they are at the moment putting up at another hotel, but of course they don't want to speak to the media because they are also in constant touch with their embassy here to ensure they are in negotiations with their embassy, who again are in negotiation with our government to ensure that there is a quick solution to this problem, because till the time, because the crew members, we believe, are only going to be they want a quick solution to the resolution to the problem so that they can just fly back to Hanyang with this
also, the big question is, if there was a slip up in terms of security protocols from the Indian side, what are the initial investigations pointing towards?
Well, Sharad, it's basically comes back down to the point that how was this verbal declaration taken as proof enough? Now what we know is that the Indian Air Force first initially allowed this plane to land on Kolkata airspace only when the Delhi Air Command ratified it with the Eastern Command here in Kolkata that this plane is landing, and that it has got a verbal declaration from the UAE government that this plane does not carry any arms. Now how a verbal declaration could be proof enough for a foreign aircraft to come into Indian airspace, especially one that is loaded with a huge cache of arms and explosives, especially after an incident of that of an Ukrainian aircraft landing in Mumbai airspace is not even 2 months old. Now that is the question being raised both here in Kolkata, which has to be answered especially by the Delhi Air Command, because they were the nodal agency who gave this permission, who gave the go-ahead for the aircraft to land here in Kolkata.
Right, Shuparna, thanks very much at the moment for joining us. So now, Shuparna was telling us that a report has been sent to 3 ministries, but from here, let's see how it's going to move forward. Now, the ministries could seek further clarifications from the UAE embassy over why its document on the plane said that there were no arms or ammunition on board.